I loved every moment of WKRP in Cincinnati, Loni Anderson reminisced during our 2023 interview. It felt like a first kiss, the very first for all of us. That's something special you don't find anywhere else. It's intangible. There's a warmth in her tone when she says it, a kind of nostalgia that only someone who has experienced the magic up close can carry. That magic, it turns out, launched her from fresh-faced actress to an enduring television icon of the 1980s. The role that changed everything. Loni's Emmy-nominated role as Jennifer Marlowe, the witty and sharply dressed receptionist on the CBS sitcom WKRP in Cincinnati, was strikingly different from the typical blonde stereotype of the era. Jennifer was smart, confident, and quick-witted, a far cry from the ditzy one-dimensional female characters that were all too common in the early 80s. When she answered phones from the WKRP front desk, her delivery was impeccable. Let's set the scene. Ring ring. Any calls? No. Messages? Nope. Mail? None. Okay. Lunch? No lunch either. Later at my place. You're married, Herb? Oh yeah. Every pause, every glance, felt perfectly timed, a testament to Loni's comedic instincts and Jennifer's grounded sophistication. Though she brought beautiful elegance to the role, she didn't want to be known just for looks. A producer once said she was cast partly for having the overall sex appeal of Marilyn Monroe. But Loni's performance added nuance, making Jennifer three-dimensional and relatable. After the show, she posed for a swimsuit and bikini poster, something you wouldn't expect the daughter of a sitcom award winner to do. It raised eyebrows, especially when her teenage daughter, Deidre, told her friends kept that poster on their wall. Loni laughed about it later. My daughter said it was kind of her, when I'm 90, I might put it on my refrigerator and say, see? I used to look like that. A roller coaster of relationships. Loni's personal life was as eventful as her career. She had 4 marriages, each with its own story. Her first husband fathered her daughter Deidre, but none of those relationships captured public fascination like the one with Burt Reynolds. Reynolds and Anderson started dating in 1982 and starred together in Stroker Ace in 1983. Their celebrity status soared, culminating in a 1988 wedding at a chapel Burt built himself on his sprawling Florida ranch. Tabloids swooned. They were Hollywood gold. But, even at the altar, shadows lingered. In a later interview, Burt admitted he had a moment of hesitation before they said, I do. He recalled seeing his mother peeking through a curtain, response unreadable, but weighty. Loni and Burt adopted a son named Quentin. Their marriage, though intense and public, ended in 1993 amid allegations of infidelity, addiction, and abuse. The public fallout was dramatic. Yet, as years passed, so did bitterness. During a 2006 sit-down, Loni explained how she and Burt managed to rebuild their relationship. We've always been friends first, she said. We have a son together. It matters to both of us. We just let the past be the past. Burt affirmed it too. She was a class act. It was the wrong time for us, but I genuinely wish her the best. In 2008, Loni found love again with folk singer Bob Flick of the Brothers 4 fame. This time, she kept things private, deliberately stepping away from spotlight drama and building a quieter life. Comeback and career highs. Despite personal ups and downs, Loni kept working. In 2023, she appeared in a holiday special, Ladies of the 80s, A Diva's Christmas, reuniting with other iconic stars from her TV heyday. During interviews with co-stars, she opened up about the transformation from a dark-haired college performer to blonde bombshell with comedic impact. The blonder my hair got, the funnier I got, she said, joking and sincere. When I was brunette, I was exotic and mysterious, and nobody laughed. By the time I turned blonde, people saw me and expected comedic timing. That changed my career trajectory. It wasn't just hair, it was command, confidence, and artistry. Loni used self-awareness to shape her roles, bridging entertainment and authenticity. Why Jennifer Marlowe still matters. WKRP aired from 1978 to 1982 and earned praise for its wry humor and social commentary. But Jennifer Marlowe stood out not just for charm, but for substance. The writers gave her intelligence as her superpower, a woman with financial acumen, emotional insight, and a no-nonsense attitude. She held her own among quirky radio staffers, never becoming a punchline. Loni often said her goal was to play someone real, not perfect. Jennifer was warm but firm, glamorous but grounded. She balanced intellect with sensitivity, making Jennifer a TV figure ahead of her time. Life beyond the microphone. Loni wasn't just a sitcom. She proved across genres. She took on stand-up, teaching, and even serious acting roles with equal passion. She often reflected on how her early college comedy didn't get much attention until she leaned into what audiences found comforting and funny. Blonde, bubbly, and perceptive. She embraced aging graciously, parenting Deidre through each decade, then supporting Quentin's journey into adulthood with Burt. She faced heartbreak publicly, handled tabloid scrutiny with restrained grace, and celebrated success on her own terms. Loni became an example of reinvention, resilience, and understanding that career highs and lows are chapters, not definitions. When she turned the page on headline-heavy years, she carved out a quieter space, choosing projects she loved while keeping her personal life steady. Legacy, humor, and longevity. Even decades after WKRP ended, Loni Anderson is part of pop culture conversation. She taught us that beauty doesn't exclude intelligence, and that comedic roles can carry soul. Her timing, wit, and presence in sitcom history shaped how women characters were perceived, and how sitcoms could include more dimensional women. Fans still quote Jennifer lines. They still remember her poise when chaos reigned in the radio station. And newer generations discover her through streaming reruns, interviews, and specials celebrating 80s television. Loni told us she never expected lasting fame, especially not from a series she lovingly described as a group of friends pretending to run a radio station. But she embraced that serendipity with grace. That show was grounded, kind, real, she reflected. We cared about each other on screen, and I think fans felt that. That's the true legacy. Decades later, ahead, Loni Anderson's story isn't just about a breakthrough sitcom or a tabloid marriage. It's about a life shaped by laughter, loss, redemption, and reinvention. It's about a woman who refused to be boxed in as blonde, ditzy, glamorous, perfect. Instead, she became a figure of substance, using humor and humanity to stay relevant and true. Whether she's reflecting on why WKRP felt like first love, or embracing quiet roles in later years, Loni reminds us that behind every TV persona is someone real, with stories worth telling.